Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here, and we're going to do some Ultra League action. So to start things off, we have an Aurorus, and that's not very good for us. Go ahead, throw this Surf. It is weak to Surf, but we are weak to its Rock attack. Not something we want to deal with, and here it comes. Well, we don't think it's going to be Rock, and we were right. They ended up trying to bluff us, and we thought that because they just overcharged it, and a lot of people like to bluff with Aurorus. Kind of something I've noticed. So we bring in our Virizion, and at this point, our whole entire goal is to just get as much HP off of this Giratina as we can. And we're going to do that by throwing that Stone Edge, obviously. Here comes a Dragon Claw. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw one more Stone Edge. And here it comes. And then at this point, we are going to take this Dragon Claw, which is good because it makes them have less energy. And anything that makes your opponent have less energy is good. So Lapras is coming back out. Go ahead and take this Ancient Power. Gonna do some damage, but it won't kill us. They quick switch immediately to Aurorus, and we're gonna shield this one and throw a Surf. And about 30 red flags should be going off here because they end up shielding this. That means they have something in the back they don't want us to see. And I think it's gonna be a Charizard. Usually in this kind of scenario it is a Charizard, but that's no problem. Let our Lapras die, bring on out Togekiss. Then becomes our Togekiss with one shield versus their Charizard with 0. And that means that we can get an Ancient Power off, but before we get it off, be wary because they have that Giratina, their third shield hiding in the back, and we don't want to end up throwing it at the wrong time. So wait an extra 1 or 2 moves like we just did. There it is, and now it's safe to throw this Ancient Power, kill that Charizard, and take the W. All right, it is time for the next battle, and the next one's going to be against our old friend Giratina. And man, it has been years since I used a Giratina, years since I used a Legendary, in fact. So we're going to go ahead with this Giratina. As soon as the battle starts, our main goal is to charge up that Ice Beam. We want to get it charged and get it ready because Giratina is going down. But first, go ahead, tank this Ancient Power. Not going to hurt us that bad. We're going to have to shield the second one, but they're going to have to shield both of our attacks. So here comes the second Ancient Power. We tank it, or rather we shield, not tank it. They are going to catch our charge move and switch to Ampharos, which is totally fine because it's going to do a lot of damage. And then we can bring Virizion in and just farm that Ampharos down. And the reason why is there's nothing Ampharos has that's inherently that we're weak to. And we can just keep using our fast move and build up all that wonderful charged energy. All right, Ampharos is down. Here comes Charizard, and now it's time to cash out that energy. There is the first one. And then here comes the second Stone Edge. There it is. And at this point, the battle is pretty much over. They're going to bring Giratina back in. We're going to quick switch to Togekiss. They're going to use an Ancient Power, but they don't even play the minigame. I think they realize that it is over. Yep. And that is game. All right, that was a great win, and now it's time for another battle. And this one is a little bit different. I mean, it's still going to have a Giratina lead, but you're going to see a little bit of a surprise in the middle, one that I haven't seen before or since. So first off, Giratina, they quick switch immediately to Zapdos, which was really weird. Wasn't expecting it. Out of all the different Pokemon in the meta, was not expecting Zapdos. But hey, it actually worked really well for them because it's been so long since I've seen a Zapdos, I forgot what it actually knows. And so I did waste both my shields protecting myself. So good on them for using a Pokemon like that, The meta would definitely be different. People used different things, which is kind of obvious, but whatever. All right, so now we have, obviously, this Graveler. We're going to use our Surf, and they're going to go ahead and they're going to kill us here. But luckily, we do have Virizion to come on in and take care of business. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Giratina. Togekiss is the answer to Giratina, and at this point, it's pretty much over. They are going to get an Ancient Power off, but it's going to be just too little too late. The only way they could really save or protect themselves is if that had boosted its attack and defense, but didn't get the boost, and now it is game over after this Rock Blast. All right, and that is that. I use one last charge move. Probably shouldn't have just killed with my fast, but hey, why not? All right, and so the next battle is actually really good for us. I see a Dragonite lead, and Dragonite is a very, very rare Pokemon to see in the lead, and actually a very rare Pokemon to see in this cup in general. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. Regardless, here is Dragonite. There it is. They quick switch immediately. to Snorlax, and that means, of course, Virizion is coming out and doing its thing. So here comes the very first Sacred Sword, and at this point, we're just going to farm it down because it can get one Body Slam and a Superpower off. To combined, it's not going to kill me. It's going to take me close to death, but it won't kill me, and we'll be able to conserve those shields. There's that Superpower, and then there's that one boop, and now it just becomes a matter of using our charge to move. And there it is. Of course, don't shield, which was actually a little surprising. So I bring in Togekiss, they bring in Charizard, and I immediately quick switch to Lapras, and it becomes my Lapras versus their Charizard. Now, I don't shield their attack, and the reason why was because had it been a Blast Burn and killed me, or got me close to death, I would have just sent in Togekiss to finish him off with 2 shields. It totally would have been, I would have been able to do that. All right, and now it's time for the very last battle, and this is just a quickie. They end up quitting, but we do get a good lead on it, which is some great news. So it becomes our Lapras versus their Charizard, which is always nice to see. They quick switch, and we quick switch as well to Togekiss, and they charge it up to try to fake us out, maybe make it look like a Hyper Beam or a Gunk Shot, whatever. And here it comes. It's just a Night Slash. We're not falling for it. They throw one last Night Slash, and then they realize right now that it is over. And that's game. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.